Okay, I think my stream got screwed up earlier. So I'm going to attempt to just do a masculine and feminine report like I normally would through my Facebook page. But I'm just going to do it via YouTube and see how it goes. Because basically, when I was in there, I got the masculine and feminine as Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, dealing with emotional manner. So I'm going to go off of that. I laid out the King and the Queen, and I'm going to pull cards here just to see if we can figure out where the masculine and the feminine are at this point, and maybe any advice that they need along the way. As per usual, I'm going to go with the feminine first. So we'll go with that. I usually work in pyramids. I think I'm going to continue that and see how that goes. I basically pre-shuffled. I feel good about that, so I'm just going to lay them out here. Something happened to my feed. I was outside and it didn't go through or whatever. So alrighty. So this will be for the feminine. So this will be in soulmates, in and out of soulmate couplings, because the energy is really going to be in flux anyway. So first card. You know what? I'm gonna double up here. Sorry. I should have done this before I started. Okay. See if I can tap in a little more to the energy of the feminine. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is the archetype that I'm using for the feminine at this point. So just dealing with the emotional center, right? That's the sense I get, is the feminine is very much working on her emotional side. First card, Ace of Swords. So the color, this camera is just awful in this thing. But anyway, Ace of Swords, truth, clarity, and victory. That's the top of the pyramid here. So this is what this woman is looking for, truth, clarity, and victory. I feel like this is lost, but nonetheless, this is what she's looking for. And it may be in her emotional center that she's seeking this on her own individual basis. But we have an Emperor to clarify. So, sorry, my throat. The Emperor is the man in charge, right? He's the guy that makes decisions. He is knowledgeable, has wisdom, has had a life full of stuff to experience, right? From, give me a minute here. Yeah. So I feel, this is weird, but I feel like this is actually either their higher selves. It's interesting. Can be a figure prominent, but I feel more so it's their higher selves connecting to the root of who they are, trying to get underneath what's going on here. I feel like they need to take on the energy of the Emperor in a way in their lives to understand exactly where to gain that truth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they need the energy of the Emperor to get through to the truth of what they're looking for, whether it's emotional stability. Again, very individual, not depending on anyone outside of them, is the sense I'm getting. Okay, next card, as we move down into the energy, is the Ten of Swords. So that's the energy of being beaten down, right? kind of like the last stab in the back before the person is, I mean, the 10 is a closure, right? So there's a sense here of being beaten down to a degree that we cannot take anymore. Okay. Now, interestingly enough, we have the 9 of Cups next to that. So there's a sense here that we may have to end. Hold on. I got to make sure I get this right. Okay. There may be some feminines here giving up on their dreams because they've been beaten down to a degree that they can't get back up. So they have to end that idea. A certain direction they may be looking for truth and clarity. They cannot find it. They keep getting stabbed in the back, so to speak, right? Where we have to kind of give it up here. We're feeling like this was our dream, but why does it hurt so bad, right? It's the sense I'm getting. Okay, as we move on. Great positive news here. 2 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles. So needing to take a different direction here. And also needing things to balance out. So I get a sense here that, yeah, there's a lot going on. Not only are we juggling a lot in our life outside of the emotional arena, like this is where we're focused, but we're trying to balance life, emotions, things, and people outside of us, trying to balance all of that and make decisions on which way to go here. There's a sense here of 2 roads, right? And needing to take okay, what they're informing me of is that we need to make a decision here, but we feel we're not balanced enough in order to do that emotionally or any other way, emotionally, mentally, all of it. We're not balanced enough in the feminine aspect here in order to make an informed decision. Okay, boom, there it is. Now, next. Temperance. So that's really about balancing again. Taking more into account than what she has been. I feel like this feminine is working on her instinct, but I feel like that may be off again. So I left with this energy of not really knowing what her instinct is. Like she may have been listening to something, but it may not have been her instinct specifically that was going off here. So there's a sense of that because this woman or this one here, she's balancing those energies. She's taking her thoughts along with the universe, and then they're going to make a big brew of where we need to go, right? And this is what's missing from her. So that's what I'm getting here. That's what's missing. Now, why is it missing? Because there's an illusion here. There's mysteries and things that are hidden that are unrevealed at this point. She does not have enough information. There is not enough information to be gained. I feel like there's some instinct here. But if we're not looking in the right places, we may get tripped up. Okay, so as we move on, 3 of Cups. It's talking about, man, sorry, man, the video is just awful here. That's about celebrations. It's about unions. Can be about unions. Now I'm saying this because I'm looking at the next card, which is the 2 of Cups. Now, 2 of Cups is about soulmate unions, people coming into our lives that we have mental, emotional, physical compatibility, high compatibility with. And there may be someone that you meet in this way, or this is coming up in your near future here. Someone coming to you in this way that you're going to feel a direct heart-centered connection with. Okay, that's really what it is. Could be something that you find in an area where you are at a celebration, so a wedding or like somebody else's wedding or a celebration of some sort. The very happy occasion and a lot of people around you that are in good, happy positions. Boy, my vocabulary is very limited at this point. People that are excitable and excited to see you, that kind of thing. Being around people that are happy to be with. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, there's some okay. What they're making me aware of here is the numbers 2 to the 3, right? So when we're in union, it's like, okay, it's like a sense of instant recognition. So love at first sight, this kind of thing. So that instant recognition of this other compatible partner really brings you to the 3 of Cups. Like you're both going to be celebrating as well. So it may not be so much that you meet at a celebration as much as this is how it feels once you do meet them. Okay. And there's instantly, if not both, one or the other will feel very highly like resonate with it, right? They'll really recognize what's going on here. I feel for a lot it will be both of them. Now I end up with the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is that balanced energy. She's got her finances under control. She feels stable emotionally. She's dealing with life in an abundant kind of way. She's got a lot of things coming her way, the Queen of Pentacles does. She really has got it figured out. So it's a great balanced energy for where kind of most of the feminines want to be. So this is the energy that I feel like the feminine is kind of shooting for. Again, taking the cards they gave me the earlier reading, which was the Queen of Cups. And we're talking about emotional connections, right? And then when you become the Queen of Pentacles, you balance that out to a degree where we're not overly emotional, where we're very grounded in who we're with and what we're doing, that kind of thing. So we're feeling a lot more balanced in our emotions by the end of whatever sphere of time here that hits you. We're feeling more balanced in our emotional center, not over emotional. So somehow, some way through this, that gets taken care of. Now, interestingly enough, so we end on the Queen of Pentacles, and then I clarify that with the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is fiery. She's intuitive as well. But the Queen of Wands doesn't have the patience to sit back and take it easy. Like the Queen of Pentacles can have the patience to let things play out, where the Queen of Wands is more action oriented. She's fiery. She moves and she shakes and she gets things done. Now, this is in direct conflict. These two are very kind of opposing energies. Now, I think what they're trying to say, hey, Jenny, thanks for coming in. What they're trying to say here is that we may have the feminines here trying to get over their emotional aggression is really what I'm getting. They want, hold on, I gotta read. This is a lot coming here. Yeah, because the Queen of Wands, she's that fire energy. She's the one that wants to move and shake, but she doesn't have the patience to slow down and read the manual. She just goes, and you got to be aware because she can trip. She gets tripped up quite a bit by going in too rambunctiously. So this is the energy I feel like the feminines are fighting with. They may have an energy of wanting to do and move and shake, and also an energy of trying to be calm, cool, and collected and let things be. I feel like that's the energy that they're going to be fighting with through this time here. And it may even be up until the fall, because this is kind of a timeless reading for the masculine and feminine. But anyway, that's the sense I'm getting. There's something coming in here, like a partnership, that we're going to be conflicted. Do we move and take action, or do we stay calm and just let things unfold? And that's really what I'm getting here, because we have this partnership coming in, and it creates a lot of excitement. So it makes her feel out of her element. No matter what you are, you're going to be out of your element. So if you're a water, you're probably going to feel over emotional, and you may be thinking a lot about that. If you're air, you may be over emotional. I feel like the emotions are what they're trying to warn everybody of, because that was kind of being picked up in my last reading as well. So a connection coming forth, a need to be balanced with your energy, because there's some decisions that need to be made here in order to move forward. And I feel like you're very torn as to how to handle the situation, the person, the scenario that hits. And there's also, temper your emotions, stay grounded, because there's things here that we just don't know yet as well, is really what I'm getting. But also a sense of being fed up with something as well. So that may be a past partner or situations, I don't know. Could be different for everybody. But an ending of some sort. Yeah, so hopefully that made sense. Now I'm going to go into the King of Cups here. I can't even put that. No, it doesn't even stand. Because I had this in my prior reading that I did today, but it just didn't go through for some reason. It's not loading up. It was outside. But anyway. Okay. So I'm going to go to the masculine now and see what his state is. Because the feminine, I feel, really the energy they're giving me is this woman is trying to figure out her emotions. And in and amongst that, she gets sideswiped by a heart-centered connection. And then this is what is going to have a hard time dealing with it. Because it's almost like out of the blue. That makes sense. Well, it may not make sense, but that's what's happening. So, masculine, I'll just tap in name here. Okay. So I have him as the King of Cups. And there is a sense here of him being overly emotional as well, or focusing on emotions, but not in the same way that the feminine is. And I'll explain that more here as we go. Man. It's interesting because the same cards are coming up from my last reading, which is the Queen of Wands seems to be quite prominent in these bust aparts, okay? So that is that fiery energy, right? And that's the energy that we left the feminines with, was the Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So this is interesting to me. So the first card for the masculine, trying to kind of go smooth here, is the Lovers, okay? And just give me a minute, I'll shuffle the rest. Now, so the masculine this is the top of the pyramid, okay? King of Cups, this is the masculine energy. Sorry, it's so much glare. And again, when I was doing the reading before, I was noticing that dove, and that's peace, a symbol of peace, right? Wanting peace, and how he has his emotions in his hands. And that's what we're focused on. We want to create peace in our life in a romantical kind of way. So, boom, the first card is the Lovers. So this is very much what this man is focused on at this point. Now, the next card to clarify is the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is about love offerings. And I was getting very highly in the last reading that this man is attached in some kind of way to a person. He may be kind of trying to let go, but it's still attached nonetheless. But there is an offering here outward of love and affection, I guess. Yeah, definitely something that's been reciprocated already is the sense I get. This man is going outward to a lover, and it's almost like that's going back to him. So it's been, it's a back and forth, okay, is the sense I'm getting. Next. There's the Queen of Wands. So whether that's an old flame or a new, there she is. She's a fiery energy, and she takes action and moves forward. Now that wand is very... Yeah, give me a sec here. Because she's got the Page of Wands. In the last reading as well, there's a wand behind her and there's a wand in front of her. And there's something to be said for that. Just give me a minute. Sorry, I gotta move my mouse because it'll cut my feet off. Okay, I'm going to go down to the clarifier. The Page of Wands is about information that gets us excited. They're messengers of information that is excitable, exciting, things that excite us, okay? Now, the Queen of Wands is holding this energy. So there's either something she has gained, information that has got her excited, okay? And this Queen of Wands is attached to this King of Cups in some kind of way. Like I said, if it's someone they're leaving or someone they're going to, okay? Now, the next card is the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold. So there's a sense here. Okay, now we're splitting. There's a sense this man is connected to two female energies, or two companion energies anyway. One has been leaving him out in the cold, and another one he's just attached to. We haven't got any clarification there. Now, the Hermit is on top of the Five of Pentacles, signaling a need to look. Yeah, there's a need here to look inside for wisdom as to why. I feel like there's a reason that this man has been left out in the cold by a lover, good or bad. It may be both, actually, is the sense they're giving me. They said, yeah, both have left him in the cold, and there's a reason, and they're going, it's same for both women, whether they know of each other or not, have left this man in the cold for the same reason. So he's not cluing in as to why that is yet. Okay, so he needs to go and do that. He needs to take time away and look at those reasons why this is happening. Okay, next. The Chariot. So that's about travel, literally, movement. Okay, now this Queen of Wands is connected to this Queen of Wands highly, and I feel like she is taking movement here quite highly on something to do with this masculine. Okay, so whether this is a non-soulmate pair, meaning not how do I say, not a permanent soulmate. Okay, yeah, she's taking action in some kind of way here. She heard some news that has spurred her into action. Oh man, sorry guys, it's so bad. The color here. And she is, yeah. Okay, just give me a minute here. So she's heard some news. I don't know if it's directly related with the partner or not. I feel like it's disconnected from the partner. I feel like it's highly to do with her. She is very much in a mode where she can take action now quite confidently. There was something, it's funny. I just did my reading and it was like, oh, this fire sign's waiting for some action. Well, she's got it. She's got whatever she needs here to take action and move forward. And this is what's going on with her. Okay. So that's her. And a Page of Wands, yeah, some kind of word of mouth has gotten to her that is spurs her on. Now, the card I get to clarify the Chariot is the Seven of Wands, which is about defensive behavior. So I feel like the action, it may have, because I get a feeling of excitement from the page or from the Queen of Wands, but the excitement is in combat mode, meaning she's excited because now she knows a reason to fight. And this is the card of defense. She's putting up against this. She's putting up the fight against the Queen of Cups, or the King of Cups, sorry. So she's got her answer because she was in illusion of something in the relationship, and now she's got her answer. And so now things are going to start to move. Again, when the reading before that didn't take, there was this sense here that the man was waiting for something and the woman was waiting for something. And it was like they both needed to get that thing before they could bust apart or come together or whatever it was. And here I feel like the Queen of Wands is just going to take action. Now, where's she headed? Let's find out. Okay. Yeah. Chariot. Seven of Wands. Highly defensive. Now, next card, Ace of Wands. So there's the action. There's the passion to move forward. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Now, again, this is for the masculine side. Give me a minute. I feel like this flips now to the energy of the masculine himself. The Knight of Pentacles is a depiction of the masculine energy. He is passionate about a way forward. This is what I'm getting from this card. And this is what's going on. Now, where do we end up? Four of Pentacles. So that's about being miserly. Also, in this deck, kind of about discoveries as well that are very valuable, right? Things that come as a surprise that we've discovered. Could be about this relationship, a new relationship. And then the Magician comes to clarify, and that's about moving forward to manifest whatever it is we want, like our goals, right? I'm going to keep going here because there's a lot. They're going, yeah, we need more cards here for the masculine. The feminine's pretty much summed up. She's in a position where she's dealing with a lot of emotions, and a partner's going to come in quite quickly here and blow things apart, and then it's going to kind of throw her into a mode where she's in between taking action and letting things be. Now this male is kind of in a position where there's a relationship he is in, and there's a site that he's going to. Because when we look at these cards here, this, I got to show you how this lands. There was Queen of Wands, which is the partner of this man. She is looking forward. She's chasing after the king, but he's going after his passion over here. So his passion is not with her. So this is, we got to figure this out. So this is where I'm going to go here. Find out where that sits. So I'm going to, yeah, okay. I think we're going to keep going with the cards. I was going to reload them and shuffle them, and they're like, no, just keep going. And we'll see where this leads. Go back to the beginning, which is the Lovers. Now, I didn't know if that sat with the Queen of Wands or if that sat in a new direction here. So we're going to see, because there's love offerings from the masculine, and it seems to be in the direction of the Queen of Wands, which I get a sense is kind of in energetic form a past partner, or one we're not so happy with. Okay, so what do we get? Knight of Wands. Oh, we have a pair. Okay, let's keep going here. Now, keep going around, because we might have a different story here altogether. Now, when I go back to the top here of the masculine, we were talking about the Lovers and about offering love to someone we felt close to. Then we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands brings me back. They're going, that's a match. They're going, this is a soulmate match here, because we got the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So there's this sense here. Man. But again, they're looking in opposite directions. Okay. Okay, under the Queen, we have the Page, and then we have the Fool. So the Queen is going off in a new direction, okay? The sense they're giving me is these two felt like soulmates, period. Okay, that's what they thought. Now, I think as time goes by, it morphs. But anyway, this Queen, she wants to go off in a new direction, okay? And she's heard news that kind of validated where she wanted to go, is the sense I'm getting. There's news here that I'm going to get good reception over here. So this is what I'm... Now, the Five of Pentacles, now that's about that sense that I was getting of feeling left out in the cold, and for the masculine to look deeper into himself to figure out where that sits. The Sun is highly aspected here, saying if we spend some time alone and figure out what it is, we'll get clarity on the situation, okay? So there is a sense here that this man, even though he feels left out, he can gain clarity and victory over a situation if he just takes the time to sit and think, okay? So this is all good. Now, again, that Queen of Wands with the page, yeah, and the new direction, we got that. Now, the Chariot, Seven of Wands, and Ten of Pentacles. So this is what this Queen of Wands is after. She's in defense because there's something to do with family stability here. She's trying to defend her stability within the family. And if she doesn't get it here, she's going to get it somewhere else. Okay. This is the sense I'm getting. And this may be why she's taking movement. It's because there's a lack of stability, or she's looking to gain more stability. Okay. Now it switches over to the masculine energy. And again, the Five of Pentacles. And this is the dude, the king or the Knight of Pentacles. And he's looking for his passion. Simple as that. He's going in the way of passion. She's going in the way of stability. The partner that he has may not be divine, but Four of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Eight of Wands, which is the arrows of love. So this man may be stable, and it may be what this woman married him for or is with him for, but it is now not what drives this couple. They may have felt like they were the perfect match. I need stability. You need this, it matched in certain ways, like it checked maybe 5 of the 10 boxes. So that was good enough. Now he's looking for more. He's looking for more. This here is kind of like they're going, yeah, those little loves, the peace doves. There's 2 of them there. He's looking for peace. He's looking for love. And he's looking for passion. And he's feeling left out. He's got a little bit of digging to do, but he'll figure it out. It is highly aspected that this man goes inside and takes himself out of the mix, meaning spends some time alone thinking about how to deal with things. So that's the masculine. So there's something going on there with those two. The masculine seems to be in a position where he's, he's trying to work himself into an area where he gets more of what he wants. He realizes, or came to realize, that there's more to life than financial stability, I think. He's looking for things to add up on more areas than just like business, or kind of like, yeah, we get along, it's okay. You know what I mean? He's raising the bar, really, is what it sounds like to me. He's raising the bar to find his happiness. And in the meantime, there may be a relationship he's dealing with in and amongst that's not quite cutting it. And I don't know that's it. That's all I'll say. Not quite cutting it. So I'm going to bring out some closure cards here. I'm just going to do a pyramid to balance the energies, because it's all about balancing the energies at this point within ourselves in order to gain a balanced partner. And if we are feeling out of balance, or things are out of balance in our relationship, then we need to take time away from it in order to figure out if that's truly what we want for the long term. Because this is the thing, right? Over the next while here, and I feel very highly up until the fall. Lots of bust aparts, get-togethers, it's all mixed up. And there may be a few that are ahead of the game that are already canoodling at this point. There may be some soulmates that have gotten together that are where they need to be, but not a lot. Okay. So this is kind of guidance for the masculine and the feminine as a closing. Okay, First card, Judgment. Judgments need to be made here. I feel like the sense is we have to make decisions and stand by those decisions. And we have to be balanced and make sure we have all the information. And that's the problem here is everybody's misinformed or not informed enough. So needing to make rational decisions based on facts and stand by those. It's really what I'm getting, right? If it's not what you're meant to be in, then just let it go. Then we have the King of Swords, and he is the one that cuts through the illusion, right, to the truth. And also the sense, look at both of them have their hands out, right? Both of them. And I feel like even for this guy, he's kind of trying to take, because he's a king, he's trying to take that instinct into account. He may not be the most emotional person in the deck there, but he's trying to take his instinct into account along with the intellect to come to a decision that's fair and just. That's really the sense here. No matter what side you're on, masculine or feminine, there needs to be a decision made and stick to it and move on, like move forward in that. Page of Wands. That's about exciting news and messengers of this. News that comes at you that gets you excited and ready to move, right? Then on top of that, to clarify, we get the Ten of Swords. So you may get some exciting news, but it may not be easy to hear. It may end things. It may cause things to come to a completion. Veiled. See, usually this page is like, it's exciting news, like yay, celebration, things that make you happy and excited. But when you have the Ten of Swords, it gives the connotation that of an ending, period. News of an ending that may not be all, could go either way depending on your situation. Could be news of an ending that, finally it's over, like finally I'm free. Or, news of an ending that you just kind of saw coming, right? That kind of thing. Again, this is advice. Next. Three of Swords. So that's about, heartache and heartache and disappointment. Then we have Hangman, which is a need to look at things differently. So, yeah, okay. Just give me a minute. Yeah, there's a sense here that basically what they're saying is, when we get into relationships and we are at a point where we need to bust from it, they're saying about how, if you've had a long run of things going wrong, things not going very good for you, so you kind of know that, and there's a lot of argument, a lot of squabbling, a lot of, you're not happy, but it's the status quo. It's what you've known, what you've always known, and you may not have understood to the highest degree where that really sat. So a need to look at things differently and understand that we can get better on the other side. And that's the thing, is really some of these people are looking at these relationships, not wanting to let them go, but not understanding that there's better things out there instead of it, And if you truly learn and absorb the lessons, you do get better on the other end. You only repeat it if you don't learn your lesson. So that's kind of the thing is, and that's what I was getting from the masculine as well. If he slows down long enough, he may be able to absorb things to a degree where he can figure it out. But if he doesn't, he just may create chaos or whatever in the mix. But anyway, so hopefully that helps those people who find this video. Otherwise, this is kind of a timeless masculine feminine, so it'll hit you whenever you feel compelled to click on it. Hopefully it'll help you. Everybody's in and out of these energies. It's going to be right. I mean, I'm saying till winter, but that this happens all over the world at any time. You know, you have a breakup or a get together. I mean, it's just the way the energy works. But I feel to a higher degree over the fall that this is going to be kind of a massive uncoupling and a recoupling of people to increase the vibration, really, is what the purpose that I thought. So those that aren't working will realize that to a higher degree, and those that are meant to be together, hopefully will get together. But in the meantime, take care, have fun, and be kind. And next month I'll be back on Facebook, Infinity Readings and Reviews. So check it out there, and then I'll be doing my weekly readings out there and starting some new stuff. So take care, you guys. I will be back on soon, and then I'll be starting the monthlies, hopefully, over that time, doing monthly, what do you call that? Live nights, where we just, whoever wants whatever private readings, whatever. Man, my mouth don't work. So I will talk to you later. Take care, have fun, and be kind.